Good evening. Welcome to Two A Day on your Packer Link Up. Today is Thursday, August 21st, and you're watching 10 o'clock edition. Well, let's get down to some matchups for Friday night's game against the Broncos. Not necessarily matchups, I guess we'll go into matchups, but just an interesting note, we're looking at seeing once again, this happened last season, four of the best cornerbacks in the business on the field at the same, not at the same time, but in the same game tomorrow night. It's always exciting to see Al Harris and Charles Woodson, and of course, it's going to be a rough go for our wide receivers against Champ Bailey and Dre Bly. Last time we got the best of them. It was a hard-fought overtime win by the Packers, but we did see James Jones burn Dre Bly, and of course that beautiful, unbelievable, just jaw-dropping catch from Brett Favre to Greg Jennings, first play from scrimmage in overtime, was just absolutely highlight reel stuff. I've never heard the ESPN announcers go that crazy over a play. Mike Tirico, I think his name is, man, the guy went nuts. So let's hope that our offense can do the kind of things that we did last time, and let's be out there cheering for Al Harris and Charles Woodson to go ahead and maybe Woodson pick one off again and this time hang on to it, that kind of thing. But it's going to be a great matchup. One thing I didn't know, and might be interesting, each of those four cornerbacks, Dre Bly, Champ Bailey, Charles Woodson, and Al Harris, have each have at least 10 years in the NFL. So there's veteran experience, of course, high-end skill level, savvy guys. Going to be some great play and some real fun matchups to watch, and a chess match to see who comes out on top. Player spotlight tonight, I wanted to talk about Jermichael Finley, the tight end that we picked up out of Texas. This kid is 6'5", right now 255 pounds, still packing on the weight, looking to be 260 by the time the regular season begins. So another 5 pounds, and apparently still a growing guy. He's only 21 years old. So his frame can change, his body style can change, he can put on mass to take on those blockers that are 270 plus to the 300 range even, usually on the ends, maybe not so much the 300 range. But he is expecting, he's a fast kid, expected to be a down, stretch the field type of a tight end, but at this point, he's going to have to work on his pass blocking. He doesn't have the full package, and the full package is required for NFL tight ends. You've got to be able to do it all. And in particular for Finley, it's blocking, it's pass blocking. So working hard, he's getting the playbook together, and of course, OTAs and training camp under his belt. He's picking up the playbook, so now he's out there doing a lot more playing and a lot less thinking. Exciting player to watch. And he's going to have plenty of good competition across from him on the practice field. He's going up against Aaron Campman, Jason Hunter. These are the guys that he practices against. And he's been quoted as saying, you don't have any choice but to get blocking down if you go against Camp and Hunt every day, because they go 100 miles per hour every day. They got me right real fast. So kid seems to have his head on straight, excited about his potential, and of course, 2 more preseason games. He'll get probably a lot of action, and another face to watch out there. One of these young guys coming in a place where we have a need for depth, and anything can happen. He could be out on the field quite a bit. So keep your eye on Jermichael Finley, and best of luck to him. And of course, the better he does, the better the Packers will do. One final thing tonight, I was a little hesitant, but the 49ers play the Bears tonight. So I thought for some of you who didn't get a chance to see the game, it would be an interesting little sidebar to talk about what the Bears did, another NFC North team, against the 49ers, who we just got done playing last Saturday. So here's just a few little things. A, 49ers running game came out firing on all cylinders. Frank Gore's first play from scrimmage, 11 yards and a first down. Second time they handed him the ball, 28 yards, first down, obviously. They 49ers did have to settle for a field goal on that series, but they moved the ball very well at first and then got shut down. But the Bears came back, and their first play from scrimmage, Matt Forte, 8 yards. It wasn't their first play from scrimmage, actually, but I believe he went 8 yards and got a first down, so the first play maybe 2. Devin Hester, of course, we're all wondering if he's going to turn into an elite receiver. We know he is an elite kick returner. Dropped his first pass, so Packers fans, stand up and cheer for that kind of thing. And he didn't look that great. But Kyle Orton, who is now, as of this week, been named the starter, threw a touchdown pass to Rasheed Davis. He had plenty of time in the pocket. It wasn't a long pass, but well thrown, touchdown over the 49ers defense with a pocket that held up, which was one of our sticking points. We could not keep Aaron Rodgers upright. Aaron Rodgers had 4 sacks in a half, and here's Kyle Orton out there standing in the pocket and throwing and scoring a touchdown. So the 49ers, again, after that, they did march down the field. In fact, with a pass interference call, ended up on the 1 yard line, the Bears, and the Bears defense this time held them to less than a yard, and they were forced to kick a field goal. So the Bears defense looking really good on that series after giving up a pass interference and coming to the 1 yard line. So one last note, Manning, the kick returner for the Bears, who is kind of their guy since Devin Hester is going to be playing more on the offense, had 2 kick returns, both of which were very long. One went down inside the 20. The other was probably inside the 30. Could have gone all the way with either one of those. So the Bears are for real. The score last I saw, 20-20, 49ers and the Bears in a tie. So there were points to be taken from the 49ers. And but on the other hand, the Bears are also giving up points to the 49ers. So my impression is, that the 49ers team on offense this season is going to be for real. They've got, Vernon Davis. They've got J.T. O'Sullivan is connecting with these receivers, and they've got some playmakers on that offense. This is the team that has Frank Gore on it. So 2 years ago, that guy was the fantasy stud of the year, and he could have a very good season if the Vernon Davis starts loosening up defenses, if their offense starts to click in the passing game. So, on the other hand, the Bears looking good at times on defense, looking very dangerous on defense at times. Their offense didn't look great, but Kyle Orton had a touchdown pass. I think he actually may have had 2 touchdown passes. Yes, he did. So they are able to score, and these are things that we were not able to do against the 49ers. So last note of interest, and we'll finally move on. Of course, as of tomorrow, we're going to be focusing all out on the game against the Broncos. So get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow's an exciting day. It's Friday. Packers are playing. Look for the Packers to have a chip on their shoulder. I am looking for them to bounce back big time. Greg Jennings will be taking the field, has looked good in practice, and I think we're going to have a good game. The problem with this is with the 49ers game, we're never going to be able to erase that from the fans' memory because there's always going to be the worry that anytime we take the field, we can click back into that just nothing going right offense and less than stellar defense. So, but this is the most important preseason game, so this is the one we want to see the guys that are going to be starting play well. So good luck, Pack, and thank you for watching. And of course, as always, until next time, go Pack.